pornography addiction in women is actually more common than alcoholism is across the globe. So there are a couple of things that are distinct about pornography addiction in women compared to men, but we're going to cover all the basics today. So the first thing that really stood out to me, and fair warning, I've never actually worked with a patient who is a woman who has pornography addiction, part of where my bias comes from, but I've worked with tons of women who have many of the conditions that we're talking about, including borderline personality disorder and compulsive sexual behavior or sex addiction that I have plenty of experience with. So first thing that we're going to talk about is really interesting fact that if you look at women who struggle with pornography addiction or compulsive sexual behavior of some kind, trauma is a very, very, very high comorbidity. I think around 57% of women who have some kind of sex or pornography addiction have a diagnosis of PTSD. That is shockingly high. About 42.9% of them have a diagnosis of BPD. So this is a personality disorder that is heavily related to trauma. BPD, or borderline personality disorder, also has unstable sexual relationships as part of the diagnostic criteria. So one of the key things that I've sort of seen in my work with women who have sex addiction is that trauma is a huge, huge factor. So we're going to sort of start there. So what kind of trauma are we talking about, and how does trauma shape fundamentally our risk for becoming addicted to sex or pornography, okay?